Hello, everyone. Happy Pride Month, and welcome to our All Ghoul VTM charity one-shot to benefit the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is the leading crisis intervention nonprofit organization for queer youth. Links for donation should be popping up in the chat. I didn't actually check if that's true, but hopefully I'm not lying. But so if you can, please consider donating to support them and all they do for the international LGBTQIA+ community. So let's introduce our players. Hello, everyone, and the ghouls that they're playing. Let's start alphabetically, like I like to do, with Abby.
Oh my goodness gracious, man, it's just like grade school again. Yeah, there, I'm Abby, and tonight I'll be taking on the role of our lovely Peregrine Shaw, ghoul to the resident gang girl.
Laura?
Hi, hello, good afternoon, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura Tutu. I will be playing Blake Dvorsky, ghoul to the local Tsmitsi.
Let's do Outstar.
Hello, I'm Outstar, and I'm going to play Aurelius, who's a golden boy that might have had an ex who might be now a Nosferatu, who might have a very tasty blood.
And last but never least, Vyn.
Oh my gosh, hi, I'm Vyn. I'm VynVoxVA on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. I'll be playing Espresso, a ghoul to a Ventru. Can you believe it? It's so crazy.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it, mama? Wow.
God,
It's going to be great. It's going to be fine. I'm Huddy. I'm the storyteller of a few different chronicles, but most pertinently, I'm the ST for Berlin Bloodlines, which for this one-shot is canon, and of the upcoming Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle of Bane and Blood, which happens to be an adjacent story to Berlin Bloodlines that will tie into our second season right here on the Rolling Nomads Twitch channel. So a short disclaimer before we start. This is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play. We've gone over our safety and consent behind the scenes, but please check in with yourselves as you're watching, because your well-being is important to all of us who are playing. So now, without further ado, and if you all are ready, lass uns anfangen, which in German means let us begin, and let's head over to the capital of Germany, the city of Berlin. Nestled in the heart of Europe, Berlin beckons to visitors and residents alike with an irresistible blend of passion and freedom, a city that pulsates with a rhythm all its own. Berlin is a mistress of contrasts, where the echoes of a tumultuous past whisper through the remnants of the Berlin Wall, while contemporary art and architecture ignite the flames of a bold avant-garde future. As the sun dips below the horizon, the skyline of the city becomes a stunning silhouette, where the iconic Berliner Fernsehturm, or Berlin Television Tower, pierces the night sky. Each district, from the historic charm of the Mitte to the bohemian allure of Kreuzberg to the elegant and opulent Charlottenburg, the trendy and youthful Friedrichshain, offer a different facet of the city's amorous personality. Berlin is not just a destination, it's a lover, a muse, a city that invites you to lose yourself in its embrace. All puns intended. We begin our scene tonight in the district of Charlottenburg, where one can find luxury hotels, the Berlin Opera House, the upscale shopping row called Kurfürstendamm or Kudamm, and of course, the largest palace in Berlin, aptly named Schloss Charlottenburg or Charlottenburg Palace. Now, all of you have been ghouls for less than 5 years, and your knowledge of the political workings of the Camarilla likely varies between the four of you. But here's what you do know. Your domiters are in a coterie together, and the Camarilla court of Berlin that they belong to is, to put it mildly, unstable. For reasons you may or may not be aware of, there's no sitting prince at the moment. Rather, the sheriff, a Banu Hakim named Qasim Batama, is currently serving as both sheriff and interim prince. The whys and what fors aren't really your concern. Your concern is to tend to your masters in exchange for the vitae they feed you that keeps you young, virile, and for better or worse, bound to them in blood. So tonight, they've asked you to meet them at Charlottenburg Palace, the seat of the prince and the court, for an unknown reason. Now, you can't just roll up on the palace and let yourselves in. You are unfortunately just ghouls. So the four of you arrive and wait just outside the gate for someone to let you in. Aurelius, would you like to tell us what the rest of your, we're going to call you a gaggle, since you're not a coterie, what your gaggle sees when you arrive at the gate?
All right, so Aurelius definitely comes in underdressed, I'd say. He really tried. He put some white shirt, like white t-shirts on. It's fresh. It's like no stains whatsoever. Black pants, it actually looks kind of classy. Could look like, maybe overdressed a bit for a club. Or maybe perfect for a club, actually. But definitely not fitting in with this whole like scheme of folks that you can see on the pavement here, like messy hair, headphones, like in still, and just like quickly putting them off and stopping texting someone as he's seeing the rest of the people.
All right. Let's move on to Espresso when you arrive.
I apologize. I just want to say before top of the game, I love you guys. I apologize. Anyway, Espresso looks like they're going to the gym, actually. Like 80s crop top, gym leggings, nice athletic shoes. They're ready to work no matter where, no matter what, because their business is their desires, needs, and mets and shit. So, look like about go for a run and not party.
All right. What about you, Blake?
Blake rolls up, looking very much like a slightly frazzled and exhausted art grad. Black jeans, black docks, black t-shirt, black jacket, jean jacket that looks like it's seen better days. They've got a little bit of silver jewelry here and there, and they are smoking like a goddamn chimney.
That's very fitting, as Germany is well known to many Europeans as the smoker's paradise. And last but not least, Peregrine.
Peregrine arrives. She looks like your typical exhausted STEM major. She's just come fresh from a whale wash, so she looks like something between like a 19th century lighthouse wiki and also a useless lesbian who has just failed all her courses. So a tired jean jacket. I think that's stained seagull shit. Let's be real here. She's not sure what it is either. Checking her phone, readjusting her beanie, blearily looking around like, oh yeah, that really is right.
I should note, as you all wait at the gate, one of you is missing. There are 5 members of your Domitor's coterie, and Greta, or Greta, the Americans might say, the ghoul belonging to the Malkavian Stefan, is nowhere to be found. Whether that's of concern to you or not is entirely up to you. But for right now, you can do nothing but stare at the wrought iron gates while you wait for someone to open them for you.
Wasn't there one more, usually?
I don't remember.
You don't think her and Stefan got into another road, did you? I mean, like, I know they can, Malkavians, but...
Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything from Gret recently.
Anyone has a number or something?
Yeah, I'll check the group chat. Give me just a second. Sorry, I was checking emails. Just gonna send out, where you at with 15 exclamation points.
You're the best.
All right, love you.
I mean, maybe she's feeding. Like, have you ever considered that they do have to get their little dose in, or they're off doing something that's more important?
Are we here because we were supposed to get something like after this whole thing?
I mean, things just change like night and day. Well, things change night to night because we're no day is like not great for them, so we don't talk about day.
Peregrine, did you text Greta or did you text your Domitor, Irina?
I texted Greta.
There is no response from Greta. In fact, because we are here in Europe, most people use WhatsApp. They don't use... Europeans do not use the messaging app on the phone. They use WhatsApp. And it doesn't even give you the double check. It doesn't go through at all.
I just came here to study whales and I'm dealing with this shit. God damn it, let me open the right app. Like, it's just this moment of WhatsApp. I'll also shoot a text to Irina. She might know something. I'll just be like... And it's very formal compared to the very, like, where the fuck are you? Sent to Greta. Mm-hmm. It's just like, Irina, concerning our 5th companion, have you heard anything from the Domitor? Sincerely, Peregrine.
So you're texting your Domitor inside of the Camarilla court? on a phone.
Shit.
Just for clarification.
Let me phrase that in a way that is not masquerade breaking. Hey, where's our fifth friend at? We're all here for the party, the get-together, the shindig.
Sure. I need to ask. A roll from everyone as Peregrine types this message, because I'm not trying to kill you off right away. Can everyone, besides Peregrine, roll me an intelligence in politics or wits in politics, whichever is higher for you, to see if your domiters have ever told you, if I'm at court, don't fucking text me. Because
Politics.
for some reason.
Wow.
Oh, actually, dice in this.
That's 0 successes.
Oh my god, Espresso, no idea.
This is 1.
Aurelius, also no idea.
That's 3 successes.
Blake would
here.
know, but that seems well. Peregrine, I didn't want you to roll, so sorry.
Oh, damn
no
it.
roll for you.
Damn it.
You've
No,
already
no roll.
decided to text, but Blake, as we established off screen, Blake is sort of the parent of the Gaggle. Blake, you see Peregrine texting, and I will allow you to slap the phone out of their hand or do anything you would like to prevent them from texting, or you can let them.
I'm not gonna slap a phone out of somebody's hand because that shit's expensive. However, I will actively like hand on touch screen, hand on back, just like between. I'm sandwiching the phone between my hands. Hey, don't be dumb.
Fuck, right. Sorry, it just... Research. Okay, look, it just gets mixed up. You forget all the rules. Good call. I owe you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sure they will show up if it is deemed necessary that they show up. But right now, I don't super give a shit about anybody but those who've decided to show up.
Yeah.
Very pertinent, Blake, that you would know this particular rule of the Camarilla. Your dometer, Sabina, is very odd in the Camarilla. A Smitsi is not common. However, you would have heard, with those 3 successes, that in order to gain entry into the Camarilla of Berlin, long before you were ever her ghoul, she presented to the prince at the time, a Malkavian named Prince Eidenstein, the head of the Archbishop, the Sabbat of Berlin, as well as the Baron of the Anarchs, in order to gain favor and entry into the Ivory Tower. So she takes the rules quite seriously.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting my ass on the line. Not even remotely.
Wonderful. So as you all wait and get a little impatient, wonder where Kreta is or not, eventually someone does approach the gates. A very plain-looking man with long blonde hair that he has pulled back into a low ponytail. He's smoking one of those electronic cigarettes, a vape, and he just unlatches the gate, doesn't say anything, and waits for you all to enter.
Who goes first?
Oh my god, thank you. You're so sweet. You're just like the sweetest and just strides on in.
Espresso goes first. Everyone follow in the same confident manner.
Yeah.
Huddy, do I know this person?
You do not.
I'll go in last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll dawdle like second to last. I'm like, do I turn my plane on airplane mode? Do I? Yep, airplane mode, just to be safe, and then scurry on in.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you approach Charlottenburg Palace, you see the impressive golden dome and majestic cupola, adding an air of regality to the skyline. The exterior is adorned with intricate sculptures, ornate carvings, classical motifs, showcasing this craftsmanship of the era it was built. It was built when this part of Germany was called Prussia. You're surrounded by sprawling gardens, elegant pathways, and you get this. Sometimes it's strange, maybe less for people who are native to the area, but for most of you who have a background that is not native to Germany, sometimes it's really weird to live in a place that has giant palaces and castles where at one time, this silly idea of nobility existed and lived and ruled from.
It's like medieval time without the free tomato soup.
Now, Aurelius, correct me if I'm wrong, you are the only of the Gaggle, besides Kreta, who is not here, who is native to, if not Germany, at least Europe. Is that correct?
Yeah, Germany, yes. Berlin, just my hometown. This is techno scene of a jet.
Sure.
This is normal. This is fine. This is okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, you've seen Charlottenburg Palace is honestly not the most impressive palace in Germany.
Kind of dusty.
It is, and it's kind of modern, which is, you've seen much more impressive palaces west of Germany where they're like 1,000 years older than this one.
Yes, if you consider that Aurelius could be impressed by palaces. Not really.
That is fair enough. So this man who is leading you up to the palace, he again just opens the door, takes a long drag from his wape, as someone in the chat said, because here in Germany we don't say vape, we say wape, and opens the door for you to enter.
Again, like so sweet. Absolutely. You're kind of cute though. Let's talk later. Okay. I would like to use a thing. I have blood empathy.
Mm-hmm.
And if possible, I would like to communicate with my dormitor about
Henrietta, about Kreta. Okay.
Yes.
What exactly would you like to communicate to her?
I know you're like in a meeting right now, but I just want to know one of us is missing. Greta, have you seen her? I'm so sorry. I don't mean to like break up anything. You're probably doing something very important.
Well, it doesn't work necessarily as like a telepathic link or anything like that. In general, you can feel when your domitor is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will let you pass that feeling on to her.
Just like mixed confusion, not necessarily longing, but like a shape, almost an outline. Greta not being there.
The nervous isosceles triangle.
Yeah, the nervous isosceles triangle. I will absolutely pass that on to Henrietta. As you all enter the palace, you are greeted by a very sumptuously decorated room with crystal chandeliers and frescoes and tapestries and all the things that scream nobility, royalty, something you'd see on Bridgerton, right? And here is where you find your 4 domitors actually lounging. You do not see their 5th member, Stefan, anywhere. But the first to acknowledge you is Irina, who stands immediately and walks confidently over to you, Peregrine, and holds out her hand. And she says, "Davai, davai," meaning come here, come here.
Immediately, like a dog, just at her side, head slightly bowed.
She takes your hand and pulls you in and sort of rubs her hand over your face. And then dips her head down very low to your neck. And she says, "Ya lubię ciebie." She's asking if you love her.
Firstly, I'm gay. Give me a second. But just in that same like breathy, like she's just run a mile. Without a doubt. Yes, of course.
And she bites right into your neck.
In front of my friend group?
In front of everyone. All of you can see this, and Irina is a very tall, broad woman. She wears khaki pants and a black wife beater, or else she's wearing tonight. She has very long, dark hair. And she's also someone strange in the Camarilla. She's a gangrel, one of the last gangrel, or the last gangrel of the Camarilla. And only reason that she's in here, Peregrine, is because she has a pedigree. She is I'm going to wink at Laura when I do this. She is a descendant of Xavier. But she's going to drink your blood, and you're going to let her. So, how I'm going
falling
to
into her arms, swooning, everything.
So how I'm going to do this is you're going to be short a little bit of blood as she takes some. So I'm going to need you to make me a choice. You can either remove 1 point of your health for this, or you can make me a little pool of 3 dice. And if you get 3 successes, I'll let you not have any penalties if anything should happen later on.
I took resilience for a reason. Let's make that roll. Oh my god. That was 2 10s and a 1.
Perfect. All right. So you won't be at any penalty as she feeds off of you.
Whatever you say, Mama.
While that's going on, Aurelius, you're approached by your domitor, Mads. Mads is someone who is very clearly a Nosferatu. He has eyes that are like deep black pools, like deep and dark like charcoal. He has a grayness to his skin and sort of wisps of icy blonde hair. His face is also very mottled and hideous. But he comes right up to you, takes your hands, and he says, and kisses them both. And he says, Aurelius, you are all right? I've missed you so much.
I take when he's trying to touch my hands and pushes them to his face, I basically take his face into my hands and push him a little bit closer and say, oh, I missed you so much. I missed that little face, and I ruffle the little silver hair that he has.
Well, first my dog has something to say about it.
See, that's
sorry.
my Domitor. We're getting wild.
Apologies. I live across the street from a jail, deep Huddy lore, and sometimes people at the jail start yelling. And my dog doesn't appreciate it. So as you ruffle Mads' hair, he looks disappointed, as he often does when you do this. He looks sad, wishing that you would show him the affection that he always shows you. However, as you do that, and he sort of leans his unnaturally long neck closer to you, he says, are you feeling all right tonight? You look a little sallow.
What do you mean? I get pretty for you.
Did you go out in the sun, or your skin looks odd?
What are you talking about? No, honey, what's wrong with your eyes? And Aurelius turns on the face camera and just faces it on his face and just looks at himself.
Yeah, you look a little green, green under the gills. Green under the gills. I'm forgetting English. Don't look quite right. You look like a little jaundicey, like you might be not feeling very well.
Fuck. Sorry, I had a rough couple of nights, a lot of partying and all. Maybe I just need to stop smoking or something. I don't know. I just it's all good. How you doing?
Come home to me. I will take care of you.
Oh, of course I will. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's do it.
Over to you, Blake. Sabina does not stand. She expects you to approach her. Sabina is someone of intense beauty. She's almost statue-like in how smooth and white her skin is. She too, like Mads, has deep, dark pools for eyes, but her hair is jet black and slicked and sleek all the way down to covering her chest and breasts. And she's in a very dark little black dress, Coco Chanel, you think.
I mean, I'm gonna finish my cigarette first.
You brought your cigarette into the palace. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's not like anyone actually lives here. What? Nobility's dead. But
So you don't
Literally.
literally. It's just, a couple of puffs. Stamp it out on the bottom of my boot. Put it back in its pack and saunter over.
Sabina holds a hand up to you.
I will take it.
And what do you do with it?
I will help her to her feet.
You try to help her to her feet. Instead, she pulls you down closer to her. And she says, I thought I bought you clothes. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing clothes.
Yes, well, you're not a tourist in Paris. I bought you clothes to wear here in Berlin.
A black t-shirt is a black t-shirt is a black t-shirt, Sabina.
I will remember this, Blake.
Sure you will.
And she lets go of you rather roughly, pushing you at the same time backwards.
Straighten my jacket and stand just off to the side.
I need to ask, Blake, when she pushes you, and your mouth opens just out of it's maybe something natural, out of the shock of being pushed by a creature 10 times, 20 times stronger than you, do we see your distressing fangs? And if so, can we get a description?
I don't think it's shock. It's almost a snarl. Just the automatic frustration and anger at being on this same end of the stick through no fault of anyone but my own. But Blake's teeth are jagged. Fang-like in a way that is not nearly as elegant as a Kindred's might.
Can you tell me if at any point since becoming Sabina's ghoul that you've had any issues socially with these?
If I am in mixed company, I tend not to smile with my teeth.
All right.
Mortals don't seem to like it.
Can't imagine why. Finally, Henrietta Waldburg comes over to you, Espresso. Does not expect you to come to her. She comes over to you and immediately begins fawning over you, and she says, "Oh, well, don't you look amazing tonight? Absolutely perfect, like always.
Please. They're in front of this is so embarrassing.
You are
They're
so
loving
fabulous.
it. No, you, ma'am. Seriously.
You must tell me all the latest gossip around the clubs. I've had no time."
Absolutely. That's what I do. Anything for you, mama.
She leans in to give you a kiss on the cheek, but what she says to you is, "Where the fuck is Greta?"
I really don't know, and it's scaring me.
And she kisses you on the other cheek. Try not to show any fear tonight.
None.
Then she goes and she sits back down and sort of pats on the side of her plush armchair for you to sit next to her.
Absolutely, like a goddamn dog.
Irina has finished feeding off of you, and she licks the wound closed, of course. And she says, "How are you tonight, Kroshka?"
I mean, better after that. But you know how all these research heads are. It's always get the paper out quickly as possible. But I'm better now that I'm here with you. And yeah,
You have seagull shit on your jacket.
yeah. Sorry. Let me get that. I just start wiping it.
She just sort of slips her hands over your shoulders and takes your jacket off.
Oh my god.
And she takes it and tosses it to the man with the blonde hair. That's better.
You're right. Thank you, Irina, for everything.
Don't thank me yet, darling.
I'm useless. Whatever you say, Mom.
You're not useless. At least, I hope not. Try not to be useless tonight. It might cost you everything.
Right, yeah. Business. God. I'll do right by you. You know me. I'm dogged.
As you say that, a door opens in this room, and 2 people exit out, followed swiftly by a third. The third one you know. It's a Nosferatu. Aurelius, you know her the best. Her name is Adelheid, but you call her Heidi.
Huddy.
She is the scourge of the Camarilla court, and she is your Domitor's sire.
Hmm.
She is someone who looks very Bellina. She's wearing dog collar and harness, and she has studs and piercings everywhere and a shock of cold blonde hair. She has that same sort of mottled gray face that Mads does. But the 2 people who leave the room first are people you don't recognize. The first is a woman who has a completely shaved head. She has very dark lipstick and a leather jacket on. She also has a cigarette in between her mouth. It's not lit. It's a very dark cigarette she has sort of rolling around between her mouth. And the other person is someone dressed a little bit nicer, not very Bellina, dressed in sort of a halter top dress, flowy, with long sort of auburn hair and eyes that are very strange. Eyes that are silvery, gold. They catch the light in very, very strange ways. And Heidi is speaking to them in fast German. She stops the one in the dress and kisses her on the cheek and says to her, do be sure to tell our mutual friends that I will need to speak with them very, very soon. And she nods. The woman with the shaved head sort of winks at all of you and begins walking out. And the one with the strange eyes smiles at all of you, but her teeth are extremely jagged. Kind of like yours, Blake, except they all are. Like a mouth full of razor sharp, like a shark almost. And no one took heightened senses, right?
Nah.
Then I just need a straight wits and awareness roll from everyone. I don't know if any of Berlin Bloodlines, because I'm not watching the chat because it distracts me. If anyone knows who these people are, because they should.
4.
Or
Dos.
2.
Let's go.
En esa economía?
Doing so good. Doing so good.
4 with a crit.
Perfect. Blake and Aurelius, you notice that at the very least, the one with the razor-sharp shark-like teeth, well, she smells like formaldehyde? Like a graveyard? The bald one, too, has an interesting smell. Not quite as strong. But for sure, they smell like death as they leave the room. And all of your Domitors sneer at them, look disparaging at them, disapproving that Heidi is communicating with them.
Knowing Heidi and knowing that it's kind of complicated with Mats and Heidi, Aurelius is just standing next to Mats and just slightly touching his back and just like putting his finger up and down his spine, basically, just in a little bit of teasing, but also a bit of a relaxing manner. Just like, hey, you okay? You okay?
No, I'm not. Schatz, I'm not okay. That was the Hecata.
And that means...
necromancers.
Oh.
Heidi asked them to come and help see if they could call upon the spirit of some of the kindred who are missing.
The finger on his spine begins to go a little bit faster as Aurelius is a little bit not comfortable with the fact that he's not comfortable. Needs trouble. But, yeah.
As the Hecata leave, the last one with the leather jacket and the cigarette and the shaved head, you're closest to the door, Peregrine, because Irina stopped you, and she just sort of bends down and gives you a couple of like that before leaving. They look like they don't give a fuck.
Oh, that is so off-putting.
Heidi addresses all four of you, and she says, "Well, guten Abend. Please, in my office. Now, with permission from your dometers." And
My eyes dart to her. Like,
Mad steps away from you, Aurelius. Henrietta pats your knee, Espresso. Sabina gives you a sharp look, Blake. And Irina kisses you on the mouth, Peregrine. And then stands you up.
with your blessing, I'll go.
I mean, they'll take the knee pad as a yes and strut on over.
Huddy just holds the door open for all of you.
Yeah, there's
What's you,
there's
Blake?
There's a squint to Sabina, like, the fuck? But I know better than to argue with the scourge.
So all of you
Aurelius-
enter. Yeah, good.
Sorry, yeah. Aurelius just winks towards Mats and goes in first.
As all of you leave, the air in the room has changed. None of your dometers to varying degrees don't seem particularly happy about this arrangement, but also seem resolved to it. You get this very strange feeling that, like, this meeting might have been a goodbye. As you all enter into the Scourge's office, and she shuts the door, she sits down on the chair opposite. There's no other chairs in this room. Puts her feet up on a steel table, and she says, "So, have you seen your fellow ghoul, Greta?"
It's been a couple days.
Not a peep. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Oh, Greta, yeah, we tried to call her, but she wasn't, like, responding.
How about Stefan? When was the last time you saw him? Your Dometer's friend, coterie mate.
Jeez.
Don't all speak up at once.
Storyteller would it have been around the same time that we stopped hearing from Greta?
In fact, it would. And I'll sort of let you formulate how you would have felt, what you would have said for Greta. Let the RP take over here.
Anyone remembers?
I mean, Greta's already a rare sight as is, but Stefan, he's like a once in a blue moon if he deigns to come down from his ivory tower. No offense, of course. But,
Well,
no.
gotten him a... Stefan is dead. Last night, he was inside of Berghain with some other kindred, and he made a proclamation in front of the mortals that the one closest to him was going to kill him. And now he has not appeared. He had not returned to his haven, and the Hecata have confirmed for me that he is dead, but he has no... I don't know how their necromancy works, but they cannot recall his spirit. But he is for sure dead.
And Greta?
Missing. And not dead. Now, this is not the first time that this has happened, children. This is the fourth in as many weeks. My solution is to kill all the ghouls. Right here, right now. Your dometers take issue with it. So I made them a deal. You find me Greta. You bring her back to me. I don't kill you. Deal?
Deal.
Yeah, sure. No, we're gonna find Greta. Like that's no problem, right? It's fine.
Yeah, of course we'll find her. Like probably within the night. Of course. You can
But
rely on
like,
us.
just putting it out, just in case, like, because we don't know whether Greta is like alive or dead. Do we like? Are you sure that Greta is alive? Right?
I trust that the Hecata understand death. She's alive.
Okay, but just in case, it's not gonna happen. But just in case, you said kill all the ghouls. What if we weren't ghouls? Like, what if we just stopped drinking? Are we fine?
Yes, if you want to age and die. Be susceptible to all the things that mortals are susceptible to, like illness.
I mean, or you'll kill us, so I'll die anyway, right? So maybe I can. Yeah, just living that.
No, hey, we're gonna do the thing and nobody's gonna die, okay?
Yeah, no, we're gonna do the thing. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
No loose ends whatsoever, right? Look,
None.
like,
We're gonna be
that's
tight
fine.
as fuck.
Do you
I'll
want
never
her
understand
dead
why my
or
child.
alive?
Excuse me?
Do you want her back dead or alive?
I'd prefer her alive.
No.
I would not want to miss out on the satisfaction of killing her myself.
Understood.
Aurelius, I'll never understand why my child decided to take you on as a ghoul. Find you frivolous and annoying.
Thank you.
However, do you think that you can just go off and not drink our blood anymore? Well, you know too much. You know all the things that go bump in the night, so I'd have to kill you anyway.
No, I heard that some of you folks have the thing where you like erase the memories, right?
Do you think you're important enough for us to waste our powers on?
Oh, okay. No, we'll find her. It's okay. We'll find her, right?
Heidi sort of narrows her eyes at you, Espresso. I don't recognize you. You knew.
Yeah, I'm a little fresh out the boat. Not an actual boat. I think I flew here a couple years ago.
Where's Henrietta's other one?
I mean, I don't really keep a record of employees. I just work here.
I also find you annoying.
Thank you. I'm
Aurelius
not
is
for
like
you.
Buddies.
So, who here has been to Berghain? Not easy to get in, as I'm sure you know. Almost infamous that they turn people away night after night if you don't fit the vibe of the night or the aesthetic. However, I do have one thing to help you. When you go there, drop the name Edgar Wade. They might let you in. Someone write it down. It's a stupid name.
Yep.
Is that Wade with a W or?
Waite.
Gotcha.
Here's a number. 4 digits. Call this. If you find her. If I don't hear from you tonight, I will consider you AWOL, and you will be on my list. Sound fair?
Crystal.
Don't spend all night partying in Berghain.
On the clock, starting now. You got us.
Yep. Well, aren't you efficient? No questions, no comments, no concerns. Refreshing.
Arena's trained me well.
Oh no, there's a lot of concerns, but You have your night, we have ours. We're wasting time. Like, they're finger gunning and inching towards the door at the same time.
Heidi takes out on her corset one of the many throwing knives that she has, and she starts just doing this with it, waiting for you to leave.
See ya.
What a great cue.
Yep.
I thought it was a knife.
Aurelius just walks out and holding Espresso like this. We didn't fuck it up. We didn't fuck it up. We good.
Vina, let's not celebrate early. We still could fuck it up immensely, even. But so far we haven't. And that's a benefit.
How are you talking with like all that blood loss earlier? Maybe some crackers, maybe some juice.
I do great with my iron intake. I got cookies in the car. Yeah.
Great.
When you exit out of the room, all your dometers have left.
Fuck.
As if they were
Alright.
prepared. Should Heidi just kill you outright?
That's cold.
It's like getting
That-
dropped off at doggy daycare. Jesus.
Taken out behind the shed.
I'll yell her.
So,
Yep.
I would like everyone to roll me wits and politics again, or wits and streetwise, whichever is higher for you, to see if we can find out some information that we know. Or maybe we know nothing, and we're just gonna roll up on Berghain blind.
That's another 2 baby for the one wit wonder.
That is 4.
That is 4. That is 3.
For you as well.
That is 4. Well, Espresso, you do have some information that I gave you before the game, so you do know some things. Whether you share them or not. I noticed you didn't
I
share them with
won't.
Heidi, so that was cool. So the rest of you know Berghain. That is Anarch territory, first of all. Number 1, that's Anarch territory. Number 2, it's also owned by the most infamous Kindred in Berlin. She is not Anarch. She is not Camarilla. She's something else. Independent, maybe? Whatever. She is called the Witch of Kudam. She has no name. Everyone calls her the Witch. Thirdly, what you also know is that in the district of Berghain, which is called Berghain because it's in between 2 districts, Kreuzberg and Friedrichshain, so they called it Berghain, that is where all the Thin Bloods live. In the tunnel across from Berghain, all of them live in there, in squalor, in filth, doing whatever goofy things they do. Your dometers told you to stay away from them. That is what you all know about where you're going. Or you could all just go right now to the Berliner Flughafen and buy a ticket and fly out of here. That is also a choice.
Just fuck directly off.
And fuck directly off. I'm sure your sires didn't ask you to surrender your passports. Aurelius doesn't have an issue with that, but
Just saying. Do whale watches. If this all goes to shit, I can get us out on a ship in like I mean, let's be honest, probably weeks. I'm on academic loan, but still.
Why are you so worried? We're gonna do this thing and we're gonna go back to our dummies and it's gonna be great.
Please don't call them
believe
dummies.
we're
I need to focus.
Dummies.
literally what they're called in my notes.
Oh no.
Honestly, I think our dummies hoverbacks, like this whole thing was cold and all, like leaving us in there, but that's probably because the Babbage told them that they would have to be left alone. But in case something happens, they're gonna like help us out, right?
You realize that they could get a new one of us in our raid.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
so
literally the
sure.
replacement, so
Not
I'm
so
your
sure. No.
All right. Back in my bachelor study days, I attended that club a few times. I didn't drink, not much of a drinker. How's it sound that we go there first, check things out, get near the ground, maybe set our trail from there.
Sounds sweet for me.
Espresso, did you say out loud that you're a replacement? Did you say that out loud?
Unfortunately, yeah, I did.
All right. So all of you would have heard, I'm sorry, for no reason, all of you would have heard that Espresso said, I am already a replacement. It's highly unlikely any of you knew that.
You know, they can address that in therapy. We're gonna have a talk as we drive over there. It's like, hey, like,
Certainly.
Irina, like, I dream, like, my last words are going to be her final breath. But, like, it's kind of fucked up that they make you view yourself like that.
So driving to Berghain. Well, Berghain's not a place you can drive to. You gotta walk there. You can drive to a certain point, but you gotta walk. No driving. And you can have if you'd like to have a discussion on the way, you may. Raise your hand if you'd like to have a discussion on the way. If Abby does. If not, we'll describe Berghain for you, which does not look pretty, but go ahead, please have your discussion.
Absolutely. Like, it doesn't even have to be driving. Like, I need to go to the car and grab cookies because mommy just sucked the shit out of my neck. I need a second. It's like, you know, I think I'm offering everyone a cookie just in case. So it's nice. It's a chocolate chunk. It's the American kind. So, you know, I paid a bunch to get them.
Aurelius is absolutely taking the cookie, emulating it, and honestly, it's not like he's very like selfish or anything like that. Like, no, absolutely not. But he's not really paying attention to the whole "I'm already a replacement" thing or continuing the discussion, because what he's doing is he's holding his phone with a flashlight in front of his face, and he's looking at his face like left and right. Like, am I looking different today? Is something wrong with me?
Have you checked like your filters? Like, you're usually like really symmetrical. Something's like a little off, like right here.
No. Seriously, and like he's basically turning the flashlight on, like putting it on his face, and like look. Is there something wrong with my face?
Aurelius looks like maybe they're maybe having kidney problems or the liver issue. Their skin color is off.
You know,
Baby.
I've got protein in the car. You know, Espresso, this is you're good with the skin here. I'm gonna get you some protein.
Oh no, I gotta go clean. Fuck.
As you wipe at your face, Aurelius, you catch some of your hair, and some of it comes out.
No way. No, that's not good. No. I'm hallucinating this, right?
No, that is absolutely a chunk of your hair.
Yeah, baby girl, you're fucked. First, you look like a crayon.
Look dots in a cold.
Am I going to look like him? Oh my god.
We have Eddie occult girlies here. Eddie at all.
No occult.
Nope.
Look, I'm a STEM girl.
Then you're just gonna have to comfort Aurelius in the most mundane way.
Yeah, I've got a meat stick. I'm just like, look, hey, deep breaths. Okay, go on. Look, like, I was anemic after I met Irina. You know, we were really going at it the first 2 weeks. Just make sure you're getting your iron intake up. It happens. Look, come on, look at your hair is so healthy. Just make sure you're getting the sun. Come on, just finish this meat stick while we walk, okay? By the way, Espresso, that was like really fucked up. You saying that you were not like you being fucked, but like, look, like I know Irina could rip out my throat any time she wanted.
What?
You being a replacement? Did I imagine that? You said you were.
Maybe you did.
No,
I said I was irreplaceable. What are you talking about?
I love being gaslit. This is so fun. And now I'm like, am I losing blood? I'm like,
I wonder where they would have learned it from.
Yeah.
Honestly, now that you think we just misheard.
Right?
Yeah,
It's okay.
fine.
It's a little loud and it's kind of bright. We really have a situation with A over here. You want to get a haircut before we go in? You don't want to like have a little hair trail. That would be crazy.
No.
Okay, maybe we'll get you like a baseball cap or something, or like a good beanie.
Here,
It's gonna grow back, okay? It's gonna grow back.
Yeah, see? Just
Yeah,
keep your protein up. You just give like a very forced smile to Espresso, like, they're gonna need beanies. Here, look at that. Now you're part of Project SETI. Check it out. Look. Everyone loves a side
munching
cut.
on the meat stick and the cookie. And the meat stick and the cookie. I'm
Are
gonna
you
get
are you gonna take the hat from
No.
Peregrine? No. Oh.
You're
No hat.
no hat.
No.
That's a terrible idea. Okay.
Just put it.
Not to keep picking on Blake, but it's Laura and I have to. Sorry. As you all are walking to everyone should watch Blood on the Grand Strand and see what I did to Laura in that. Anyway, as you're walking to bed,
me, haven't you?
a lot. As you're walking to Berghain, I need to know, you witnessed, and probably have before, your Gaggle. Mads is clearly head over heels in love, as much as a dead person can be in love with someone, with Aurelius. Irina, Peregrine's certainly in love with Irina. Whether Irina is manipulating her or not is debatable. Clearly Henrietta has, at the very least, an admiration for Espresso, if not some sort of affection. Sabina and your relationship is quite different. Does it make you feel any type of a way to know that you're not getting that? Or are you grateful that you can hate her openly?
Well, if I can hate her openly, that means she hasn't completely scrambled my brain pan.
That's one assessment of the situation.
Listen, we are dolls to them. We are cute little playthings. We are blood bags. We are something handy to keep in the back pocket because we can still run around in the sun and fetch their fucking dry cleaning. But knowing what I know about Sabina, at the very least, her name carries weight. And if I can use that, I fucking will.
So unlike the rest, to varying degrees of the Gaggle, is your end goal embrace?
Yes. But it doesn't fucking have to be her.
Excellent. So, as you all approach Berghain, we're going to stop here. Hopefully Ramos is listening. Going to stop here for a very quick break so we can all pee and I can wipe the sweat away from my face. And then we'll come back for the second half of our one-shot. Thank you everyone so much for watching. The chat has been hilarious. I'm going to try and catch up on it now. Hello everyone, we're back with our one-shot Whispers in the Veins, which I don't even know if I said that in the beginning now that I think about it. This is our one-shot Whispers in the Veins, tie into Berlin Bloodlines. And our ghouls have just learned that the Scourge is totally ready to kill them all because Kindred in the Camarilla Court are disappearing. Their ghouls are also disappearing, but where the Kindred are dying, the ghouls aren't and are just vanished, gone. So the Scourge, who's a little bit overzealous and maybe not the brightest in the court, just wants to eliminate them wholesale. However, she struck up a deal with these ghouls that they would go and find the latest ghoul of the latest missing and dead kindred, Stefan. And so they're on their way now to Berghain. And we're in a walkable city. As you walk to Berghain from the Charlottenburg Plaza, you got to walk a little bit of a way. Charlottenburg is a different district to where Berghain is. And as you walk by the very infamously famous Brandenburg Tor, just the giant gate that if you Google a picture of Berlin, that's what's going to come up. And you see that it's quite busy here at night. Lots of people walking around, lots of tourists, things like that. You see street performers. One of the street performers you see is someone in a white mask who is there. Looks like he's doing card tricks. However, car pulls up. Strange, cars aren't allowed here, but a car pulls up and sort of blocks your view of him. So can't watch his card tricks or his magic show if you were going to. Not important anyway. You have a job to do. You head down to the line between Friedrichshain and Kreuzberg to head to Berghain. As you approach Berghain, on your left is a large tunnel where many thin bloods are in there. You're aware of that. It smells. You know that further into that tunnel and down some are the catacombs of Berlin. But on your right is Berghain. Now, if any of you were expecting when you first moved to Germany for the best techno club in the world, well, it's got to be flashy. It's got to have neon signs. It's got to have advertisements all pointing in arrows in its direction. But that's not at all what Berghain looks like. What Berghain is an old Soviet-era building, like many buildings here in Berlin from the Cold War era. And it's a giant giant cement block, basically, with nothing on the outside of it. Not windows, not anything. It's just a giant cement block. It's got some graffiti on it, and it looks like a prison. It looks like something out of a dystopian future. But it is the most famous, most desired tech club in at least Europe, if not the world. And the line outside of it is crazy long. It stretches kilometers and kilometers of people. Now, you were given a name of someone that could get you in. There's also possibly someone in your gaggle of ghouls who could get you in, maybe, but you'll have to see. Now, there's a line here, so the question now comes is: do you stand in line with these schlubs, or do you head right to the bouncers at the door?
I'm gonna lean over to Espresso and be like, "You wanna?" and nod towards the front of the line.
No, I want to what? You have to say it, bestie.
Not your bestie, but there's a bit of a smile as I say that. Like this is something that happens pretty consistently. I know.
Yeah. Okay, coworker. It's like,
Do you want to work your magic, Espresso?
I mean, I guess.
Come on.
Okay. Oh my gosh, don't pull my leg. You're so pathetic when you beg. Oh my goodness. It just like twirls a little ditzy way up to the front.
I mime like kicking them in the ass as I follow.
So you head right up to the bouncers, and there's two bouncers here, one of whom you don't know, Espresso, but one of whom you do. His name is Alyosha. And he recognizes you immediately, and he says, Espresso, guten Abend, nice to see you tonight.
Hi, Allie. Do we really have to stay in line? Because that would be so tedious.
I mean, let me check. And he taps on something on his ear. And he says, hang on a minute. And he heads into the building. And then he comes back out and sits back on his little stool. A few minutes later, you see he looks nervous while you wait. And you see a woman leaves the club through the front door. Elegant and striking is maybe too minimal of a description for her. She's wearing a long black dress and has black hair to match. She has very intense eyes. And something about the way that she moves screams at you that she is long past the mortal coil. She has long fallen away those human affectations. She doesn't look at any of you or notice you or care that you're there. You may as well be specks of dust in the air. As she leaves, and you notice Alyosha looks very surprised that she's leaving. And she gets into a car very similar to that car you saw by the Brandenburger Tor. Weird, the cars shouldn't be here. This is no cars here. But she gets into a car. And she leaves. And Alyosha sort of clears his throat. And he says, yeah, I don't know if tonight I can let you in. I don't know.
I mean, Allie, it's me. Come on, please.
I know, and on a regular night I would, but...
Okay, what's so important about tonight?
The boss just left, and that's not normal.
Okay, if I can like do some quick algebra, I think the phrase goes, when the cat's away, the mice will play. So it'll just be a couple minutes. We're not even here to like make a fuss. Please.
You don't want to play with this mouse.
Please. Like, it's literal lives on the line.
If she doesn't like when someone's in her club and she's here, it's not really a problem. But if she's not here and someone's been here she doesn't like, that's a little different.
Well, does
Do
she
you have
mind?
anything else that can cover my ass?
Yeah, the coterie. I mean, the club of friends that you have in our association with said friends. I really don't want to put a bad word in with Henry.
Unfortunately, the witch doesn't give a shit about the Camarilla.
Who said anything about witches?
Exactly.
What if you were sent by someone?
Give me a name that won't end with me drained in the back alley.
Storyteller, I'm sorry, was it Edmund or Edgar?
Edgar.
Edgar Wade.
Edgar Waite. You were sent here by Edgar Waite.
That's the name we were given. And told to present.
Oh, she does like him. All right. If she kills him instead of me, that's fine by me.
Ellie, you're such a dear. I really appreciate you.
Remind me, we need to get brunch with my boyfriend, Bertrand, sometime.
Would be amazing, actually. I love brunch. Can you wait? Aren't you on a diet?
I haven't had to worry about diets in a long time.
Okay.
Comes in handy, doesn't it?
It does.
Also, Ellie, like, whenever you have like a break, assuming you have one soon, I would really like to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm getting off my shift pretty soon.
Great, then we can both get off.
You're too bad, Espresso. Get in there.
And
I think you could probably hear my eye roll across the Atlantic.
across the Atlantic.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet Christ.
So you enter into Berghain. And Berghain, well, it's a feast for the senses of every variety. It is music, bodies, sound, smells, lights. It is intense up in here. So finding one person in this sea of people is gonna be kind of like finding a needle in the haystack. And hey, you got some time, right? Obviously, Heidi couldn't just roll up into Berghain by herself, or she would have just gone herself to investigate. That's not a far leap, right? So if everyone would like to roll me wits and awareness, or if there's anything else you'd like to do here, you want to get a drink, you want to go dancing, want to have a good time, you just let me know after that wits and awareness roll, please.
You know, I've heard that wits and awareness is one of the most popular roles in Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. And because of that, I have 1 wit, 1 awareness, instead of my usual 8. It is driving me crazy. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, I have so many sheets.
In a Huddy game, 3 most popular roles. Ready? Wits and awareness, Dex athletics, wits and occult, or intelligence and occult. One or the other.
Yep. Just rubbing your last 2 brain cells together.
1 success.
Damn it.
1 success.
No successes. I
No
just think I
success.
saw
Perfect.
some beautiful babe, bodacious babe at the bar.
What'd you get, Utzer?
I got 2 successes. I won. Yay.
Yeah.
But honestly, Aurelius would maybe want to just, because that's his scene. Like, he's party boy. He's been there before. It's like it took him the Sunday morning, 7 a.m. queuing when everyone was leaving. He was there, and it's like there's for sure someone he knows, and for sure someone he can make know now in this beautiful evening. So he's just go on the dance floor, rave, have some fun, and basically try to bump to anyone and be like, "Hey, how you sing Greta? Oh, that's the person." And he's like describing like.
Absolutely. You're gonna roll me though a dex and performance first to see if you can even be good enough for anyone to notice you to even talk to you right now, because they're having too good of a time. It is Saturday night. It's not time for talking. It's time for fucking dancing. Blake, however, yeah.
I add that for beautiful or not anymore.
Well, the baneful blood is taking its effect, but not completely, so I will allow it.
Okay. I have a lot of those in that.
Blake, however, you rolled 4 successes or 3 successes, right?
Thor.
Again, sort of being the dad here, you recognize a couple of people. Firstly, you recognize a ghoul that you haven't seen since maybe your first week with Sabina. You have no idea what happened to him. You met him one time. He was a ghoul of one of the Tremere. His name's Maximilian. You also see another ghoul, and her name's Kirsten. Again, you haven't seen her in like a year, maybe? You think that she was a ghoul of one of the Toreador, but you're not totally sure. And you see them, they're buddy-buddy. They're over at the bar. They're doing shots.
I guess it's time to do some shots.
So we're going to send Blake over to the bar. We're going to get to Outstar's roll in just 1 second. Now, our two buddies, our two gays, did not roll any successes. What are the two of you doing? Because it's certainly not looking for people. You're in Berghain, and it's kind of fun in here. And, like, you might die tonight, and there's, like, this weird dread that comes over you that, like, oh my god, is this my last night? Am I going to spend it looking for someone I might not find and die anyway? Should I? Fuck it, we ball. Go ahead, Peregrine.
Bars are not my special. I went to one once when I finished my master's. That was a nightmare. I puked on the floor and I was crawling around on my hands and knees. So I'm going to approach the bar and say, "Can I get a Shirley Temple?"
The bartender Mata looks at you and says, "You want a what?"
You know, Sprite, Geraldine, cherries.
Sprite. Okay. I can give you a Sprite.
Yeah, I'll take it. Hey, I need some girlfriend advice.
Outstar can correct me if their Shirley Temples exist in Europe, because I don't think so. It's like asking for a Rob Roy.
I know. I think that's... I'm not sure if they would serve them in Berghain, but they exist, yeah.
Shirley, I can't go there. Hell on earth.
I can, if there's cherries in it, I can give you some cherry liqueur. We call it Kirschwasser, cherry water. You want some of that?
Yeah, I'll take that. Can I give you like a tip to like vent? I need to. How do you know if someone's your girlfriend?
I think you should just ask them.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like we've got like and I just like go on and on about like we've got this work relationship. Like it's not really work, but she's like my mentor. But like she made out with me in front of all my friends. Like I think that's her staking a claim. She's not really a words person. You know. Thank you. Yeah.
We take Essex very seriously here in Germany. Colleagues and friends are not the same thing. So I think perhaps you should just ask.
Yeah, maybe I should. Please keep them coming. I'm just like putting bills.
Kirschwasser is extremely potent, extremely strong.
Oh Jesus!
It's awful.
This bitch is on Prozac. I am gonna.
Like, we're
pass
talking
out.
We're talking like 80 proof.
You know what? I think I just take it. The burn comes. I'm like.
So as you're getting wasted at the bar because you mimed that you did 2 shots, Espresso, what are you doing with your 0 successes?
not looking like a deer in the headlights, because who does that when you know what you're doing? I think they are generally just standing there, kind of like close to the entrance, waiting for Allie to get off so they can talk.
Certainly. So let's get right back to that. Outstar, what did you roll?
I rolled 3. I can willpower.
No, 3 is fine. So
Okay.
you start dancing, you start getting real into it, and you run into a couple of people that you know, but they're not ghouls like you, and they're definitely not servants of the Camarilla in any way. So they don't know where Hecata is. They aren't as close to her as you were or are. You do run into one person when she hears you say Hecata, and she says, "You're looking for Hecata."
Yeah. Do you know anything?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I've seen her around. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Aurelius. And he's just basically like doing the little dance around in a very white German way, which is just hands and step to step, like no butts, no hips, nothing. And he's just basically making a round and like, I'm Aurelius, I'm around. What about you? Who are you?
My name's Renata.
Hey, good to meet you. This is your scene?
Yeah, sometimes.
I like that. I like what to know what the other things are. But anyway, Greta, have you seen Greta somewhere? No? Yes?
I mean, yeah, I've seen her around. How do you know Greta? And can you roll me intelligence and resolve?
Okay. Not the best of my stats. 1.
That's critical plus 2 more for 6. Sorry, my dog they're yelling at the jail. You know why? You know why they're yelling at the jail, everyone? I forgot. Germany's playing in the EM today.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So, the European...
It's playing my TV downstairs.
Yeah, the European Meisterschaft. I'm sure Germany scored a goal, and that's why they're fucking yelling. Sorry about that. We're in Europe. Soccer is real big here. So Renata rolled a critical success plus 2 more. And she says, yes, baby, I know. And she says, so did you work with Hecata? Like, are you like Hecata?
Ooh, what do you mean? We kind of like, yeah, I guess. But work, not really work. You mean more like friends? Yeah.
So with her power... I'm so sorry. So I don't do live. With her power of dominate, she says, "Are you a ghoul like Hecata?"
And that's the dominate. Yes.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, you say him, and like he realizes that he was being dominated, and then he's just like smiling.
Let's keep dancing.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, I guess. So now you know. Yeah, I kind of have to find her. Can you help me out?
I will help you, but let's keep dancing.
Okay.
Blake, you head over to the bar where you see Maximilian and Kirsten at the bar, and they're doing shots. You see Peregrine at the other end of the bar, also doing shots and doing too many, and you can smell the Kirschwasser from here. It's really potent. And it's one of those alcohols where you shoot it, you're not gonna feel it right away, but then it's gonna hit you all at once.
I just love her so much. I don't know if it's mutual, but I would die for her. You're such a good friend.
I'm gonna first and foremost, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure the bartender I'm gonna pass them a little extra cash to get some water into that one.
Mata
Please,
sort of
God.
looks you up and down
Please,
and
dear God.
slides the money back to you. Don't worry about it.
Danke. But I'm gonna go up to Maxim and Kirsten, and just oh holy shit!
Oh, holy shit yourself, Blake! What are you doing here?
same as you, obviously. Oh my god, I haven't seen you two in ages.
You're not still with her, are you?
I'm off the leash tonight.
But not permanently.
I'm biding my time.
For how long?
Depends on where the night takes me. What can I get you?
It's what we can get you.
What are we drinking?
How about blood?
Oh? You got some kind of hookup then?
Something like that. You roll me wits and insight, Blake?
Good. Maxim, you've been naughty.
Maximilian, naughty.
Naughty. I'm proud of me. I didn't dump insight because I usually forget that one exists. That is 4.
You can tell that Maximilian and Kirsten, they are, if anything, still human. They breathe. You can smell body odor on them. You can smell sweat on them. They're talking about drinking blood. They're definitely not kindred. And you see no fangs in their mouths.
I should have given myself at least 1 dot in the cult. Why didn't I do this?
Oh, yeah. Because you're just ghouls.
Fuck my life.
And none of you picked a Tremere as a Dometer.
I thought about it. I really did.
Kirsten takes your hand and she says, "Why don't you come with us? And we'll show you something cool."
Why not? We're partying, right?
Yeah, and if the person you sent water to is a friend, you should probably just tear her away from the bar because she's clinging onto it so hard she might rip it off.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do that as we pass by. I'm just gonna prize Peregrine away from the bar and be like, "Babe, come on, phone, come on, don't worry about it. Come on, let's go."
Okay.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Just
I'm
snap the
walking.
bottle and shove it into her hand.
Okay.
Fucking drink.
Espresso, you're waiting by the door. And Alyosha comes in. That's perfect, Abby. Well, you're such a delight. He made Laura disappear. And Alyosha pops in. He pulls out his wape. And he says, "Yeah, what's up, baby?"
Okay, so can we walk and talk or maybe dance and talk, so we don't look so suspicious?
Of course. Come dance with me.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna keep this light, maybe a light 15, maybe a light 5. I've been on a little mission and I just have a little crackpot theory and call me Detective Espresso. I don't know if you know this little thing about the desk board. I would never call you guys thin bloods or abortions or cast off because that's rude. You're desk born. I think it was called the Whisperer or something.
No. When we made our deal, I asked you to spy on the Camarilla. I didn't tell you to start spying on our shit.
Well, I'm a free agent. And honestly, if you're not tapping anything for me, you don't know. But here's the thing. And you can cut me off or you can slit my throat or anything. And I can just drop dead because I'm just a girl. But my little theory is, since we're having this little ghoul uprising, that maybe they're not even ghouls anymore. Wouldn't that be crazy?
This would be crazy if you are right.
No, I know. I just have ideas sometimes.
You're happy as a ghoul, Espresso. I mean, we made our deal over 6 months ago.
I mean, it's fine. I plan to work really hard, climb the corporate ladder, see where I'm supposed to be slotted. But for right now, I'm being the best ghoul ever. I'm a ghoul with goals.
What if you were a free agent? For real.
It depends what the agency or lack thereof, because I know there's teams.
You get to stay human. Stay young. With no master.
Yeah, but my Dami has money. And power and
Are you
influence.
saying that you're not... Well, I don't know about that. Henrietta might think she has power and influence, but she's not prince.
Oh my god, baby girl, you should choose your next words very carefully.
Forget what it's like when you have a master.
No, please keep going.
How much you... What is the words that kids say now? Simp for them.
You know, most days they say goon. You're a little out of the picture. Simp is 2 years ago. And even if I was, I wouldn't be so pathetic.
If you want to be a real free agent, or if you want to keep licking Henrietta's boots, you have to make that decision. I can't make it for you.
Okay.
And
at least
I'm
there's
sorry, as
evidence.
long as I'm here with the witch, Henrietta means nothing to me.
I see. She means nothing to you. Okay, that's really nice. I guess what I really should be asking is, have you seen Greta, baby?
I have.
Or is she a free agent now? Oh.
I have, and she is.
That's so interesting. Now, I
She
guess...
certainly thinks so.
So has she seen Stefan, or... I don't like that.
You'd have to ask her yourself.
Well, I guess I have to. If I want to be a free agent.
You should go speak to Renata. She's dancing with your little friend.
Okay, well, thank you, Allie. You're such a doll. You're such a darling. I really appreciate everything you've done, and maybe I won't tell Henrietta what you fucking said.
Oh my god.
Then they...
Tell her.
And they're off to...
I guess so.
So Blake, with holding up Peregrine, and Espresso head to the dance floor, where Aurelius is already just banging it out with Renata, just really getting into it. The techno is blaring. It's getting hot and heavy up in here. And Aurelius, you see the rest of your gaggle approaching you. And with Blake is two other ghouls that you do know. I mean, you haven't seen them in over a year, but you do know them. And they wave to you, they smile at you. Even under the lights, these dim lights, Maximilian sort of leans into you and he says, Mads is really doing a number on your skin, mein Freund.
Shut up! I took something weird yesterday. That's all. It's fine. It's fine. Also, I've been eating a little recently, but it's fine. Hi! Hey! And he's visibly anxious and dancing.
Renata loops her arm into yours, Aurelius, and Maximilian loops into Blake's, and Kirsten into Peregrine's. Espresso, you're sort of, again, a free agent here. But you see everyone on the dance floor. And Renata says, bring your friends. I want to show you something cool.
I'm gonna look to... can we see Espresso?
Yeah, Espresso is out there with all of you. So sorry.
Yeah, no, I'll loop my arm through Espresso's and lean over and this just got real interesting.
Oh my god, you're telling me. What the fuck?
You wanna?
Are we gonna go hopping and skipping next? Because
I think
this is
so.
weird.
Yeah, no, I think so.
Great.
Renata, we'll follow you.
Renata leads all of you out to a back portion of Berghain, to where there are some private rooms where if you've been partying for 72 hours straight, you can catch a quick nap in a corner. However, she leads you to the emergency exit doors, which are not hooked up to anything. And she opens them and leads you out to a back alley. And as you exit into the back alley, with Maximilian and Kirsten, Renata leading the way, I need one and my final wits and awareness roll, please.
Ooh, 3. Okay.
1 success.
2.
2 is actually enough, surprisingly.
4 with a crit.
Perfect. So everyone except for Peregrine, who's drunk as shit. As Renata leads you out and she sort of turns around and leaves a big open space, there's some bushes back here. The 3 of you can see the eyes in the bushes. Yellow eyes. Watching you.
Have you seen that?
Kindred eyes?
I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
Sorry, I'm still crying. What?
Something watching her.
Hey, are you Renata? Renata.
I am.
There's some
Renata.
eyeballs in the bushes, and it's really scary.
Oh, those are just my friends.
How are your friends? Did they have their shots?
You could say that.
It's a yes or no answer.
Okay,
2
that's
shots.
a complicated question.
One of the eyes emerges from the bushes, and it is a small, lithe, dark wolf.
What, like,
This is my friend Talon.
Hi, Talon.
Is this what I think it is?
Wolf, as in like 4 legs, pointy ears, big old muzzle wolf.
He doesn't look scary, does he?
Not scary, just can't remember the last time I saw a wolf.
Yeah, it was like
Today?
National Geographic, and
Yeah,
it was
like-
graphic.
This is some Game of Thrones shit. Is he, you know? And I like make a motion, I'm like, shapeshifted.
He's just my friend.
I do the polite thing. I'm a gangrel school. I offer my hand to sniff.
Talon does sniff it.
All right, you've got my scent now. Hopefully that means you won't rip out my throat.
Aurelius is just like, yo, werewolves.
I didn't say werewolves. I said he's a
No?
wolf.
No,
I-
okay.
I think he's a little more like us than we'd like to think.
Okay, all right, that's okay. What are we doing? We were supposed to be like saying
Yes.
something cool. If this is a cool thing, then it's cool.
You seem to know who I am, Espresso. And I know who you are too.
Okay, we know each other. What's
You are-
next?
Henrietta's ghoul.
Yeah,
I was Henrietta's ghoul once.
light bulb.
She embraced me. But I think someone lied to her about how far her pedigree went. Because
Above table?
I am sin-blooded, not vengeful.
Okay. I am so grateful. Sorry. How do you feel about the whole Dusky thing?
I decided that I wanted to help free my former fellow ghouls. I can free you too. Give you the opportunity I didn't get.
So, like, master plan here. Are you telling me that all the liberated ghouls are just your ghoul off of your blood, or are you all turning them into thin bloods?
Neither.
Then what are you doing?
I'm eliminating the Kindred of Berlin one by one. I'm saving their blood and giving it to their former ghouls to keep them young and healthy. With no master.
Oh. Did you guys hear that? Like, that was some Scooby-Doo supervillain bullshit.
No, yeah, I.
Certainly
Holy
is-
fuck.
They don't care about you. You know that, right? You are disposable. Less than nothing. Servants. Their blood makes you love them. It's not real.
If any of us started to exhibit some sort of things that, if any, like, can we take it back?
You mean your condition from drinking the blood of a Nosferatu?
Come on, you don't have to rub it in my face, okay?
I'm not. But yes. Once the blood is outside of their bodies, it loses its ability to bond you. There's no consequences outside that you will need to continue consuming it. And in order to continue consuming it, we need to replenish it.
What are we doing?
You said
What
you
are
were looking for Greta. She wanted to be free from Stefan. And she looks down at Talon and smiles. So we eliminated him. I could do the same for you and all your sires, Domitas.
But they said they're gonna like kill all the ghouls and whatever. Like, are they going to like wage a war on us? How can we win?
The Camarilla, the Hecata, the Anarchs are afraid of the witch. Stay here, and you'll be safe.
Fuck.
And what makes you think that the witch will treat anyone different than our domiters?
Well, first of all, she lacks the ability to bond you. And second of all, she doesn't give a shit who you are. Just be interesting. That is all she wants. And it's not all the time. If she casts her gaze on you, entertain her. For a night, for an hour, for a week. And then she will look at you no more.
Same story, different font.
Not entirely.
And that's not even a good font. We're talking like Calibri instead of Helvetica. That's insane.
I mean, at least it's not Times New Roman.
Or Comic Sans.
I'm not
Warlock
going
will
to
have
force
other
it.
ways to bind us.
She has no interest in it. She's walked the earth for well over 1,000 years. She cares not for the modern plights.
Okay, but in theory, we stay and they come for us and they want to fucking kill us. And then what do we do? Do we send a wolf on them? What do we do?
The second wolf emerges from the bushes.
Oh, Jesus.
This one is a little bit larger and lighter in color. And she looks down at him. I have many wolf friends. Walker and Talon would protect us. if I asked them to.
Would we get a wall friend?
No.
Oh.
Well, can
I
we at
have-
least talk to Greta, please? Get her side of this, and then maybe she can convince us because you're not really selling it for me.
Sure.
Damn well selling for me.
Greta emerges from the shadows. She was using Cloak of Shadows. Here I am.
You have been calling you.
Well, I really couldn't trust you. Still can't really.
It's nice to know that you're
We're
one
supposed to trust
threat.
you. Oh, sorry.
I'm free. Stefan's blood was making me crazy. Seeing visions. I couldn't sleep. I could barely eat. I was miserable, and he wouldn't let me go. Now I'm free. I get different power every time I come to Renata to get my monthly supply. I can shop and eat and work and have a life. And no one bothers me.
But you're stuck here.
Just at night.
Because if the tower found out what was happening, they'd raise holy hell. You know that.
Not if they're all dead.
Okay. So that's your big master plan here. One by one, hopefully pick off the entirety of the cam in Berlin. And then what? Sit and wait for the power vacuum to be filled. You know how that's how this works, right?
I figured I could go to another city once they're all gone.
Above
Renata
table,
says that. Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Mhm.
What if I dial my
I was
sire's
gonna say
number?
at any point anyone could
I was just
dial
like,
Heidi's number. Heidi
reach
gave you a
into-
number.
Heidi,
for you to
I'll
call her.
dial that number. I'll just I want to. If I must make a roll, I will make a roll too. Just subtly in my jacket. Just dial Heidi's number. Put her on speaker so she can hear all this.
Is there any way I can assist with that?
Please, let me drunkenly fall
I
into
think
your
what you call it, what
arms.
Espresso's gonna do, like, darling, you
Make
still
me
have, like,
a
the little...
technology and subterfuge roll. And I need to
Hecata?
make a roll for Alan, or someone. Some people in the chat might know him as Eats Pine Cones. In the
I'll take my
Alan
assistant
does
side.
not have the best wits and awareness in the world. He should be a
Ooh.
2 rage.
Excuse me?
What did you just say?
Right?
I beg your finest pardon.
Yeah, but Express, as this really tense standoff is going up, you just
As
see
I use my werewolf dice.
yeah. Peregrine just nudges you very subtly with her shoulder. You see her pull out just the glow of her phone, the contact Heidi on it, and she just gives that.
So Peregrine, the technology and subterfuge, and you may add an extra die for espresso.
Here goes.
Quick question: Can
Yes.
Aurelius notice this? Can I roll for
Yes.
noticing this? What do
Yeah.
I roll?
Wits and awareness.
Holy damn! I have a critical 5 successes.
Perfect. What did you roll, Peregrine?
5 successes. 2
All right.
crits.
Well, Pine Cones, or Talon, only rolled 3, so he doesn't notice. I need to roll. Oh, I'm sorry, we have 2 wolves out. I forgot. Crack Teeth is out as well.
Think about the cracked. Oh no! Don't like that.
Crack
Huddy.
Teeth rolled a brutal failure, so he doesn't notice either.
This is terrifying.
Okay,
I'm so
okay,
glad
okay,
I didn't run with my
okay.
instincts.
Thank you.
I'm going to say it. I think Aurelius will try to sabotage that.
All right, so we're gonna have a contested roll here. Sabotage it how? First of all,
That's a good question. Step on the step on the foot or something. Just try to knock the phone out of like slightly knock the phone out of
Okay.
Berghain.
So then either dexterity and subterfuge for that, and Peregrine, we're gonna do I guess composure and athletics to hold on to it. Or, yeah,
God damn it. We got 2 dice for that, damn it! Okay. Oh.
Oh my
What,
god!
what
I
are
have
you
successes.
doing?
I have so many dice, but I have only 2 successes.
2.
2 to 2.
Do we just
All
rock,
right,
paper, scissors?
This is gonna get weird. Blake, what are you doing before I tell you how weird it's gonna get?
Oh my god. Here's the thing. This is tempting.
Mhm.
It's very tempting. We have some manner of... I'm assuming at this point we've realized that the witch is some manner of, like, old kindred.
Yeah. Now you're kind of getting the impression that woman you saw leave the club is the witch.
But like I said, same story, different font. Because once we're in on this, sure, we have the whole of the city open to us during the day, but at night we are stuck within this, like half block?
Perhaps. Getting the feeling now, maybe that's why there's so many fucking thin bloods here. That they all hang out here. You
Right.
never see them in any other part of Berlin. They just hang out here.
Because they're all right here.
It's a cool part now.
Listen, party boy. Some of us...
Listen, fucking Berlin Bloodlines crew going like, oh my god, that's why they're there? We did 10
Oh, God.
episodes, guys.
Okay,
Love you so much.
Okay. There are bigger, badder things in this city that won't keep me confined to this fucking nightclub.
That is an assumption you could make with the information that you have at present. So I need to know what you're doing, so I need to know how bad this roll-off is going to go between Peregrine and Aurelius.
I don't want Aurelius to succeed.
All right. So you can roll me a dexterity and subterfuge roll, and if you get at least 1 success, you will prevent Aurelius from stopping Peregrine from texting Heidi.
I love this.
Not to add any more chaos to this roll.
Oh,
but,
add it.
okay.
Let's go.
Don't pull my leg or anything. Can I notice this failure?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 successes.
Perfect. So here's what happens. You see Peregrine pull out her phone, Espresso, and you sort of begin chatting up Renata really quick, like asking a lot of rapid fire questions to keep her distracted, and the wolves, I guess, because I rolled bad for them. Aurelius, you see what Peregrine is doing. You attempt to stop her. You sort of make a move towards her, just subtly as possible, throw her off balance, move her hand, knock the phone out, whatever it is that you were attempting to do. Blake, quicker on the draw, sort of blocks your path, and you don't get to sabotage this. So Peregrine, you are texting Heidi the 4-digit number that she sent you. That is correct?
Yes.
All right, we'll deal with that in 1 minute. So as Renata stands there with you with her 2 wolves, she says, so, I'm not going to force your hand. I cannot guarantee that your dominators will survive much longer. But I hold no ill will. You are free to leave. Take this back to your masters. I will have no fear of them.
And that's completely understandable. And honestly, like, Henry Gould to Henry Gould, thank you for the tip, because I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna be in like a nice little suit. Maybe I'll try out a little pencil skirt. Who knows? And a little aside from that, yeah, their name's Espresso, but they are an iced, long black coffee in terms of like height and built and strength. We're talking like face of a wooden infant, body of Ryan Gosling. Like they are just fucking stacked. So the pencil skirt bit is a little funny. It was a little joke, a little hee hee. But no, for real, I didn't know that like her line was so spread thin. Pun unintended.
So, is your decision... Sorry, Espresso, it's... You use a lot of words to say absolutely nothing.
I know, I've been called vapid before. That's so silly.
That sounds fairly accurate. Are you saying yes to my proposal, or are you saying no? That is all I need to know.
I'm saying that I'm weighing my options because I might die tonight.
Okay. Well, weigh them quickly.
Okay. Hey, Gaggle, how are we weighing? How are we feeling? What's the vibe? And though they're saying they're looking right at Aurelius.
Aurelius is just like slightly shaken because of the plan not working out and being able to just like keep everyone in here. The think we should head back and try to find a way to wiggle ourselves back in here. That's what I'm thinking. But that's just my opinion. And it seems to be quite a bit cool scene in here, man. Like that's just how I feel.
I suppose I should be more clear. It doesn't really matter to me if you say yes or no. If you said yes now, I'd take you into my hearth, let's call it, and protect you now. But either way, your domators will meet their end. What you do with your lives after that is up to you. You may come crawling back to me for blood, I suppose, but don't expect to find me as amenable.
Noted. Look, I just want to survive, man. I just want to survive.
I'm giving you a way to.
And where is Greta positioned in all this?
She's standing next to Ganata. Sort of in front of her a little bit.
Okay.
Aurelius is just like stepping forward and facing towards the ghouls, like, okay, you do whatever you want to do. I'm gonna hang in here. Just for a bit, I'm just gonna see the vibe. I'm just gonna see how it works out. Seems like a cool party tonight. No, you can go back and deliver the news, right?
All this over your hairline? Really?
It's not only about the hairline, okay? Like I'm starting to feel things for the guy, and I don't want to, okay? I want to cut it, but I can't. And now this, you just deliver the news, okay? It's fine. He can find me. I'm here. He can come here. I'm just, yeah.
Above table, Outstar bestie baby, love of my life. Are you okay with a physical contest, like hands?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Totally. 100%.
Cool. And I think your plight is really commendable, and I understand how important someone's hair can be, because you bald is not a look. But I do need to tell you something before you like change your life forever.
But it's not the hair. It's just I don't want to be stuck
That's
with
okay. I still
forever.
want to like have a little parting words, because it's not fair that you like leave the group without a little something of appreciation.
I mean,
What?
really, this is goodbye.
It's just I don't want to do it anymore, folks. I just don't want to do it anymore. I have enough of it. I've been pretending
All right.
it just no. Sorry.
I think while they're doing the little apology, Espresso is closing the distance, and they're gonna try to knock Aurelius out. Like a good
Strength
punch.
and brawl
to-
versus Aurelius's dex and athletics.
This
Okay.
is my role.
Yeah.
And the end of this roll, after the end of this roll, excuse me, something is going to happen. As I was counting down in the live chat.
One success.
I take half.
Okay, perfect. So, Aurelius, you're having this emotional moment and you're trying to share it with these people who you think are your friends, and maybe they are. And Espresso punches you right in the jaw, hits you right in the jaw. A very good spot. You hit him right in that nerve right there. Knock you out cold. And you go out cold. And as soon as that happens, Espresso, and Aurelius falls forward into your arms, Heidi arrives. She arrives using Unseen Passage. And she goes immediately for Hecata. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you see her appear with a very large machete in her hand. And she lops Greta's head off. Now Heidi is a Nosferatu with no animal ken. Did not pass my roll of noticing if these are werewolves or not. So, as
Oh,
she
God,
does
you know,
that,
like when you make that face.
Renata screams out into the night, and the wolves begin howling. You watch them shift into a massive, Renata was obviously lying to you, massive, towering creatures of fur and bone and fang and muscle. You hear the sickening sounds of wet skin and bone cracking and shifting. And you all are going to fall under the delirium. However, you are ghouls. So I would like everyone to make me a composure and resolve roll according to the Werewolf the Apocalypse table. We're going to see if you fall under the effects of the delirium or not.
3 successes.
2. I need 6 or higher.
What is
According to the the table.
I don't have enough dice for that. Can I willpower somehow?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, we
yes.
have willpower, right?
Ghouls have willpower, yeah. Sure.
Oh, yeah. Alberta willpower, hell yeah.
It's a one shot. Go for it.
No.
Fuck me, that's only 2 successes.
4 successes.
4. What did you roll, Laura?
Yeah, I rolled 5, but I only have 5 dice, so I don't know. Like,
So
if there's-
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to anyone who rolled 4 as well.
Yeah.
I will say though, since this is, I was gonna ask if I would do this, but since we're like kind of half delirium, can I throw Aurelius's body literally to the wolves?
Oh wait, I didn't roll because I'm like knocked out.
Unconscious.
I cannot like fall under delirium, right?
Vin, are you about to do get help?
Well, it's not gonna help because only one person benefits. I'm giving them a chew toy.
I love it. Bestie, I love it.
I love you. I'm so sorry. And everybody a cupcake at least.
So it's known you, Aurelius.
All that like hair being pulled off. Like it must be kind of fun for a dog to pull a hair out of a toy.
Oh God.
I'm so sorry. Germany must have scored a goal. Yes. Sorry. Please explain the plan to me again. I was distracted over dog barks.
Oh, no, you're valid. I would like to throw Aurelius's unconscious body in the direction of the wolves.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Outstar. Well, Aurelius. My sweet himbo. My sweet bean. You're going to throw Aurelius at the werewolves. You can make me a Dex Athletics. Heidi, I need to see. Heidi's going to see this, and she's going to freak out. She's not going to attempt to take on 2 Krynos werewolves, but I need to see if she can beat their contested roll of getting away. Damn, Heidi. That's 2 crits. I think she's getting away.
Okay.
Christ. Let's see, for Talon, I'll say you're throwing it at Walker.
4 successes.
Of course, he gets 4 successes in throwing me.
1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 for Walker. Yeah, so he's not going to catch Heidi. So Walker goes after Heidi. He's not going to catch her though, because she's going to GTFO and probably pop obfuscate and get the fuck out of there. But yeah, Espresso, you're going to throw Aurelius right at quote unquote Talon. And Talon is going to catch Aurelius and rip him apart. Literally, from top to bottom apart.
Cool.
And then he's going after you 3.
Would it be possible to have used that distraction to also get the fuck
I am
out?
going to give you all 2 extra dice. I'm so sorry, Outstar. We love you. We love you so much.
I love that. I love what's happening.
Poor Aurelius, the only one who would have gone along with Hecata. I'm going to give you 2 extra dice to try and get away from Talon. Who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dice for this roll?
That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. Especially not if he rolls a brutal outcome, then y'all are fucked, but he didn't.
Oh god, yeah, we're getting ripped apart. We're leaving with fewer limbs than we came in with.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I gave you 2 extra dice for Dex Athletics. You also have willpower you can spend. Oh, sorry. But you know, one of you might deserve this. Just saying.
Okay, that's 5 successes.
Perfect.
5 with a crit.
Perfect. I'm gonna give you a margin.
Let's go. Willpower. Oh wait, that's one more.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
after
goodness.
willpower.
Yeah, let me willpower real quick.
Let me willpower too. Whew. 6, 7, let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Okay, so here's what happens. Peregrine, you're the farthest away from all this, and also you're drunk. And you saw Keta get her head removed by Heidi, and then you saw werewolves, and then you saw Aurelius get ripped apart, and you were like, fuck it, I'm out of here. I am so gone. And you barely saw Aurelius get ripped apart. You maybe saw the skin starting to stretch. You maybe didn't stay for the whole show, and you fucking took off. You're gone. On foot, drunk out of your mind, out of here. You don't know where you're going, where you are, but you're out. No damage for you.
Jesus
Espresso,
wept.
the Espresso, you threw Aurelius, and you turn to run. You run, you know, but this werewolf does scratch you on your back. You do take 2 points of aggravated damage from this, which is a lot for a ghoul. Your back becomes exposed. It rips through your clothes. It's extraordinarily painful. You cry out into the night. And Blake, however, as soon as he scrapes across Espresso, you hear that scream. You're also fucking freaked out. You just watched Aurelius get ripped apart. And this werewolf bites into your neck and shoulder, and it doesn't feel good like a vampire bite. Espresso, you can still get out, though, with 6 successes. I've given you a margin. And this werewolf tears so deeply into your neck, he snaps it. And you die. And, Espresso, as you're running away, and you take one look back, you can't help it. It's like something out of a horror movie. You see this werewolf eating Blake. Peregrine, you don't see anywhere. You hear her though. She's still screaming, kilometers away, still running and screaming into the night. And that apparently is where we're going to end Whispers in the Veins for this evening. This did not go at all like how I expected. I really expected you all to be like, yeah, fuck our dominators. I want to be free, get to party at Berghain all night. But what the fuck do I know? Not a goddamn thing as a storyteller. And I did manage, I need all of you to know that Vin took a merit. I had to change the entire plot of the game. It took a merit that I could not get around. So I said to myself, you know what? Changing it. We're changing it up. Yes. So
Baby girl, you
we
could have
go.
just told me no. Like, there's more merits in the
No.
book. I promise you.
No.
I didn't even use it.
No.
What happened?
Yeah, I know. That was amazing. Amazing. So sorry for killing Laura. So sorry that Outstar died.
It was amazing.
Yeah, but I'm getting the feeling that we might see Peregrine and Espresso in Berlin Bloodlines since they fucking survived. Man, all right, let's go.
Too hot to betray.
Oh,
Be pride to
Jesus
me.
Christ. I did not expect that to go anywhere at all like that. So let's go around. Let's go backwards this time. Vin, please tell us who you are, who you played, and how evil you are for getting Outstar killed.
Oh my gosh. Hi, guys. It's me, Vin. Oh, VynVox at VynVoxVA.com. Now, I'm so excited. I got my own website name wrong. VynVoxVA on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. VynVox.com if you want to see me be an evil professional. That's my reels, my resume, my studio specs, because I'm a voice actor as well as a AP performer. I'll get my laurels and I'll celebrate with an actual espresso. Shout out to Sabrina Carpenter, because I was like, maybe I should just name my character Espresso. And my sister was like, yeah, so that's what happened. I'm done talking. I am so sorry, y'all.
No, it was
Next person.
perfect. Vin, it
Don't
was
lie to me.
perfect. You know, and I got all of you together because you're all little chaos gremlins. And I said, you know what? Something's going to happen that I'm not going to be able to prepare for. And that's my favorite part of being a storyteller. Absolutely perfect. Outstar, all yours.
Hi, I'm Outstar. I work as a community dev for World of Darkness. I also make games and sheet posts, and you can follow me anywhere as Outstar or Outstar Walker. And I played Aurelius, the disaster girl, who was actually an idea for no C I had. Guess not anymore.
Please don't take that as canon. Take away Aurelius from this horrible place. It was
that
just a nightmare.
That was perfect. I just want to get like a post-mortem scene of Matt's grieving. That's what I want to hear.
Absolutely. All of your dominators, since they did not die, are all canon to Berlin Bloodlines. I'll send you clips of them anytime you want.
And I love suffering in my role-playing games. So that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
thank
for
you.
being with us. Thank
And the
you.
whole team was just so good.
Yes, and also I should mention we raised over $300 for Trevor Project. Laura, all you.
Hi, hello, good evening, folks. You can call me Laura or Tutu or Laura22. You can find me on the internet most places as some iteration of Laura_Tutu. You might just have to throw an underscore at the beginning and the end of that. I'm dead. dead.
I got killed by a werewolf.
I got not just killed, I got eated.
You got turned into a goddamn Scooby snack.
Right? That's a first for me. So
There
thank
was
you, buddy. That's
anyone who was gonna survive, I would have picked Blake. I would have put all of my money on Blake.
It was that last roll that got me. I did not have enough dice for it.
I'm sorry.
Please. When I'm not here getting turned into a Scooby snack by Garu, I'm hunting Garu over at the All Night Society with Queen's Court Games. It's our multi-award-winning Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. Season 3 is on the way. I am so excited. We're gonna start recording very, very soon. We've got something special planned. Little sneaky peeks that might be coming out in the next couple of weeks here. So keep your eyes peeled there. You can also come do vampire things with me at the Night in Question with Jackalope Live Action Studios for a little Sabbat LARP out in Texas, just outside of Austin. We're going to be out there September 14th and 15th, and tickets are on sale with the Jackalope Live Action Studios crew right now.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, Abby.
Oh my god, is it me? Am I the
Yes.
drama?
Yes.
Yeah, there. I'm Abby. I'm your local Danae useless lesbian. You can catch me on the internet at Enough of Abby on Instagram and Twitter. I'm doing cultural consults. I'm doing sensitivity reading. I'm playing in games like with these amazing people because, oh my god, I'm screen crying, throwing up, shitting, pissing. But I would point you over to the Crit Awards. My amazing group over at the Hype Goblin got nominated for Best One Shot. We were Anarchy Goats. I may have killed the president and all of his cabinet with geese. Please recommend giving us a vote, pretty please, with sugar on top. And thank you so much for watching and donating. Oh my goodness.
Abby, you are such a delight. I got to get you in a game, Abby.
Please.
My list.
All of you bitches, all you bitches, I'm saying this live so I can be held accountable. I will run Changeling the Lost for you any day of the week.
Ooh, that's Outstar's favorite.
I'm just saying,
watch it.
No date yet, but keep an eye out in July.
And I'm Huddy. Hi, I was the storyteller for this Gaggle of ghouls. I'm also the storyteller for lots of things, including Bloodlines, which is the canon universe that this took place in. Upcoming Werewolf the Apocalypse, of Bane and Blood, upcoming Vampire the Masquerade, Cradle of Liberty, all sorts of crap. I'm doing tons of stuff all the time. Always storytelling. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, donating. Thank you, players. You were absolutely outstanding. Kept me on my toes. I loved it. Apologies for my dog, but he's just very enthusiastic. And thank you so much, everyone.
That's just me when I see my wife.